Some of you may have been wondering what the hell was wrong with you in that last review. It was this film. It was literally this film I'm fixing to review right here. I tried to watch a 2 film sort of sprint in quick succession, and I literally fell into the trap. I fell into the worst trap in the world, because it was Psycho Goreman. What's going on, Dungeon Dwellers? Welcome back to Dave's Dungeon. Woo! Man, we coming into this one hot today. Oh my God, I want to gush all over this film. And this film gushed all over the place. What's going on? I am always, as always, your host. Jesus, I gotta calm down. Get some air in here. I am, as always, your host, the one, the only, the illustrious Dungeon Master Dave. Coming in here with some Mimi energy today. And no, I didn't say Mimi energy, I said Mimi. And if you watch this film, you'll know what I'm talking about. God, this is the horror feel-good film of the summer, and I needed it. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a good film. I actually think this movie could have been a Disney film, but for, I don't know, just Disney, you missed the bus. You could have made this film. You could have had this. This could have been on your young family Disney Channel, okay? But for all the blood and gore and people just getting eviscerated for no reason. And the complete lack of any kind of morals. Yeah. Don't come into this film expecting a moral journey. Don't do it. Do not do this to yourself, please. Holy Jesus. Last bit of tea stuck in my face. Alright, so let's get into this. The plot, I'm fighting with myself because I give it a 9, but I also give it a 1. There is no plot in this film. And like I said, it's just enough to get you into it, to get you settled into the myth of whatever this film's going to tell you, and then it gets out of the way. Kinda, sorta, maybe? I don't know. This is literally like someone took notes from a D&D campaign and made a film. And I approve of that message. You know, it's just someone's overbaked idea from some campaign somewhere. I guarantee you. And I'm all about those kinds of plots. I'm all about that sort of thing. Which is why I want to give it a 9, but I can't necessarily say it's good. I can't necessarily say that's like the best thing ever. But anyways, I'm going to give it a 9, and we'll talk a little bit later in the spoiler section about why I give it a 9 and also a 1. Yeah, we'll talk about it anyways. But if you have never seen one of my review, before I get too deep into this, I review all of these horror films based on 5 criteria. That is plot, special effects, tension, gore, and then a victim and a killer if there is one. If there isn't, I will mix it up and kind of describe sort of the focal point of the film and review and rate that. I rate all these off 1 to 10, so it's a complete score of 50. So we grade it off of that. Without any further ado, let's continue on with this review. So I gave plot a 9 with the contingency that if you're any kind of straight-laced and you're on this channel and you're watching my reviews and you're going, did he really just review this? Did he really just watch this and actually recommend this? Did you miss Willy's Wonderland? Did you think I was joking? Did you think I wasn't serious? It didn't occur to you that I wasn't playing around? That Nicolas Cage is like this phenomenal force in my life? Yeah, I was being serious. That wasn't play acting, folks. I can't even. I'm sorry. Oh man. Yeah, no, this movie has done something to me. I think it's awoken up a little kid inside who's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And screw you. Frig off. If you watch the film, you'll get all these jokes. You'll get some of this, hopefully. Special effects are a 10 out of 10. And I'm being earnest about this. This is what I want to see in a horror movie. I want to see this level of special effect nowadays. There were practical effects. There were actual blood effects. There were colored blood effects. There were particle effects. There were, CG that was still bad, but it was used effectively and then quickly got out of the way. I think this is the level of, this is the level of special effect a horror movie needs. This is what it needs. Especially one that's trying to go to this level, this zenith, this pinnacle of perfection. Tension doesn't really apply to this film, so I'm going to switch that out for this one into enjoyability. A lot of the films we watch in horror are not really enjoyable to watch. There's only so much of watching a guy's foot getting cut off with a piece of piano wire you can do before you're just like, man, I'm just kind of bored. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not engaged. But this film took all that and just kind of, it was enjoyable. It didn't take itself too seriously. And that's something that I also appreciate horror for. Is that at any given moment we can devolve into the less than serious slapstick of, sort of. It's like Gonzo. It is really like Gonzo, and that sort of horror can capture Gonzo in a way that is satisfying. And this isn't necessarily Gonzo, though. Kind of is Gonzo for kids. That's how I would describe this movie. Gonzo for kids. It's Gonzo for kids. Yeah, it really is. Because the gore is a 9. This is predominantly a kids film. And instead of having a battle to the death, you have, oh my God, we played dodgeball, but not even dodgeball. Like the worst rules I've ever seen in dodgeball ever. Okay? We play some weird ass dodgeball, and then you get a battle to the death. Like the movie promises it, and then it delivers it, and then it just keeps on delivering. It under promises and over delivers. The sort of victim killer dynamic in this is so good that I'm just gonna give it a 9 and just move on to the spoiler section after I give you the final review or the final total, because I can't really talk about it too much because I think it's backwards. And I think who is getting victimized in this and who is getting killed in this are two different categories of people, and I don't know that I necessarily want to spoil that for you just yet. So, overall score. This one clocks in at a 46 out of 50. And yes, I am obviously enthralled and in love and gonna go watch this film like 16 more times. Yeah, I'm probably gonna knock Strangeland off the list because I want to get to this faster. Yeah, sorry Strangeland, but you've been erased. If any of you wonder what happened to that and go, wait, it went straight from 8 to 10. What is this? Yeah, this movie happened. It murdered that one. That's how good this one is. Yeah, I'm not joking. I'm serious. But anyways, that's going to do it for this part. Thank you so much for watching. Those of you who wish to remain ignorant to what's going to happen because you yourself want to go see this film. And I do want you to go see this film. Oh my goodness, please go see this film. It was available to me on Amazon. I think it was Amazon. Pretty sure it was AMC, I think. I think it was AMC even. But anyways. Hey, you, what you doing over there? Hey, you need to shoo. I don't know why I sang it that time, but I just felt like singing it that time because this movie has done some weird shit to me. Ah, I am so like beyond excited, and this was the worst thing about doing the other review. I had to sit here this whole time and be like, what was I even supposed to be talking about on that review again? Because I'm still thinking about Psycho Goreman. I'm still over here like, oh my God, can I go watch that film again? That was amazing. I need to see that. And spoilers. We're going into spoilers if you hadn't figured that out. I'm still gushing. I'm still trying to give those of you who need time to go. Anyways, okay, so kids find things they're not supposed to find, and then the dumbest aliens I've ever seen created a lock to seal away untold evil into the earth. And what do kids do? Kids fix things. By God, or God darn it, they're gonna make this a fun-loving, free-thinking, awesome person. Yeah, it's that kind of film. Beauty meets Beast, kids meet untold power. Let's fucking go. Ah, and I don't mean just like a little bit of untold power. I mean like one of the first things he does is like he turns one of them inside out. Like the kid's walking away, and then the kid's like whole body inverts and's now walking back, and you're just like, did he just like flip his shit around and like turn him inside out as he was walking this way? And he even has that like look on his face of like, I just got inverted. Oh, and then like all the stuff, like the first guy who gets killed, I loved it. It was that one moment of like, oh my God, way to show that this guy is the guy, the goat who will mess your shit up if you come across him the wrong way. It's just, oh. That first guy who gets killed, frozen for eternity with his eyeballs just constantly rotating like this, and the kids knock his ass over. Oh my God. All of that. It wraps you in a big warm hug of what this film's fixing to be. And it really is. I've seen other films like this, like Under Wraps, where they find a mummy. I told you not to look under the bed, or don't look under the bed. You know, it's kind of the same. I've seen Disney films that do this, okay? This is like an adult Disney film. Yeah, it really is and I mean it, those Disney original films, not the like, oh, well, this was produced by Disney, this is Cinderella or Snow White. Those are not what I'm talking about. I'm talking very specifically about the Disney original films. And there are a few. There are a few like this, like Can of Worms, Don't Look Under the Bed, Under Wraps, and Halloween Town. There are several of these types of films that are Halloween originals for Disney. And this one would have fit right in with the rest of them if it hadn't have literally had magic powers eviscerating people. Like, you know, the thing we loved about Thanos was that his shit was just dust. Psycho Goreman, gore is in the name. It's right there. It's on the marquee. It's on the marquee. Yeah, I got it. Nah, damn it. No, it's this way. Yeah, Goreman is on the marquee. I hope you guys are laughing at that. I'm having a blast, and I'm so excited I didn't care which direction it actually was. Oh, man. Like, I needed that. I needed that in a big way. 2021. I needed that. That was the ride. That was like a roller coaster. And everybody needs to remember the fun of a roller coaster every now and again. And that was that. That was really that. And it even tries to like kind of make a moral, but it makes fun of that sort of style the whole way around. So I can't really even be mad at that. It makes fun of all the sort of horror movies that try to come at it with a moralistic standpoint of like, hey, we can change him into something different. No, you can't. It's this guy's been a killer for eons longer than your lifespan. He's killed more people than you know. Why are you trying to change him? You've taught him the power of love, and he's gonna go destroy the universe with it. It has some of the best lines, and to pull one out would just be a crime. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil any of the. There's such beautiful, beautiful sort of quips and one-liners, and just horror movie gold. Gold, I tell you, gold in the dialogue of this film. It is just, ugh. I could use a cigarette. It is that good. It is that good. Oh, but let's see. Is there anything in particular I want to talk about in this film other than to make my brain explode? It was totally cool, like getting to see the different other factions of Hell 2. I will say this is the second film in as many days to be that ambitious. I mean, it was really ambitious, and I really have to give a prop. I really have to give whoever designed this guy props. But if you see the little robot man whose head's a glass jar and he looks like he's made of like goo, and all you see are like eyeballs and teeth, oh my God, is that not the coolest freaking effect you've ever seen? I want a movie with that guy. I need to know what he does. I need to know what was his story. Oh my God, he looks like they brought to life one of the costumes from a Scooby-Doo episode. Some lava head lamp looking motherfucker whose face is a putty, okay? This thing is scary and I love it. It's so scary, it's cute. Okay? And it has the best expressions out of anything in this film. Like nothing reacts like this thing. The Brain Boy man is that was weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. It just I don't even, and the whole conversation leading up to that happening does not make me feel any better either. No, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. You worry about yourself. No, don't want no. That was just the other cast of evil doers in this film, they were great. They were about what I expected, and to great effect. They came off about as effective as you'd want, and then then you meet the angels, and you're just like, yeah, that's more like it. That's kind of what I wanted to get, mano a mano on, versus, well, what had happened before. I don't know. It worked. It did a good job. Each one had its own unique design, and I really love that. I really love that each sort of character, they could have gone a long way and just made a bunch of them look sort of similar and made them like all sort of like of the delegation or of the thing, or these are all what these things look like. But they even took the time to like make the mom version of one of them look different, and make the statue version of one of them look different, and making all the different people on the council look different, including my favorite one, which doesn't even do anything in the film. Like he has his entire existence in the film is flavor. You feel me? He's just there to react. He's there to be a point of comparison between you and him. It's to be like, holy crap, and then look over and see him be like, okay. I swear this is why we like what is it, Meeker? In Muppets? Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. It's early, folks, and I'm talking about Muppets. This is, look what Psycho Goreman's done to me. Man on me. What the hell? Anything else I want to talk about? It did have my favorite sword I think I've ever seen in a film. And it's not the sword you think it is. Yeah, it's that one. Yes. Yes, it's not it's not the neat looking one that the angel may be using. No, it's not that one. No, it's that one. He straight up snatched her shit off of her and made a sword out of it. I can't believe that worked. I cannot believe that happened. Like, that's a thing. Whew, man, this film does some shit, man. You gotta be ready for it. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for this review. I think I've gushed all over this film, and I don't think I can gush about it anymore. Not without boring you to death or spoiling too much, which I think I already did. But anyways, this is Psycho Goreman. The plot's indestructible. I mean, you really could run this thing through a table saw and it'd be fine. Still plenty watchable. The characters there's only one character you need to know, and that is Psycho Goreman. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching these reviews. I've really enjoyed making them, and I hope to make them a stable thing on the channel going into the future and every October going forward. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it and are gonna stick with me throughout the whole month. But that's gonna do it. So thank you once again for joining me. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get all the notifications. I'm literally gonna fall asleep right here in the chair. So thank you guys once again for joining me by the late night fire on this journey, Dungeon Dwellers. Thank you so much for journeying with me, and I hope to see you on our next adventures. So until then, don't let the bed bugs bite.